Hi, this is Mackie from matrixowner.com. We're here again for part two of proper lubing your bolt and maintenance. After you get done lubing your bolt properly, one of the things you want to do is you want to go back and you want to cycle the bolt manually. One of the reasons why you want to do that is, one, if you just stick the bolt in with all that new fresh lube on there, you could be blowing it down the barrel if you dry fire it. So one of the things I like to do is I take the bolt, grab by the bolt tip, cycle the bolt back and forth, use a twisting motion also while you're doing that, and move the bolt back and forth roughly about 50 times, and that's what you want to do. Okay. After you're done doing that, you can give it the flick test if you want. Alright, as you can see, this is my bolt for my DM8. It does not drop straight down, okay, but it does have rather smooth operation. I can push it back and forth with minimal force, so that works just fine. When you do the flick test, you want to be sure of one thing. Okay, don't grab it back here at the bolt cap, because you can cause a flex on the bolt, which will actually cause the bolt stem to drag, and the bolt tip won't flip forward. So when you do this, you want to grab it more along the lines of the back end of the body like this, and you want to give it a quick snap with the flicky wrist, and the bolt should be able to go forward underneath its own weight. And what this does is it allows you to see where there's any friction points in your bolt. Right. So when you do this test, make sure you give it a good flick of the wrist. You know, you're not trying to throw a 90-mile-an-hour pitch, but quick flick of the wrist, and away it goes. You may not get it the first time. That's okay. Just make sure when you give it a quick flick of the wrist that the bolt will go forward. As you can see, just a quick flick of the wrist. That's what you do. All right. One other thing you can see, whether you can see if you're getting good seals on your O-ring. A lot of people have leaks from this back end right here. One of the ways you can tell before you insert your bolt is you can simply place your thumb over the back end of the bolt like this, and then you can pull on the bolt tip, and if you can see the action of the bolt, I'm actually going to pull, and it'll actually come back because it's sealed. So it's actually acting like a little piston. Okay, and you can also do it the other way if you want, and put the bolt all the way forward, push it in, and then when you push the bolt down, you feel pressure against your thumb, and the bolt will actually shoot forward. So you can see, even with the minimal pressure just created just by that, my bolt can slide forward. Right? It's supposed to have some drag, some resistance, because you're supposed to seal. Okay? And that would be the end for part two of proper bolt lube and maintenance.